Hi, this is Polly, and I'm here to share with you a small project. I'm making my first embellishment box, and I wanted to make actual embellishments for that box rather than just fill it with store-bought embellishments. I mean, there are some store-bought embellishments in it, but I wanted to make some handmade ones. So what I've made here is I have made some snippet clips. And these snippet clips were the idea or the creation of Doreen Rook. And she owns Ooh La La Vintage Treasures Facebook group, which is a great Facebook group. It's called Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, and a great bunch of women that craft. They're very crafty and talented, and my friend Irene is one of the guest design team members for Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, and we all did a swap, not all of us, but a few of us on that Facebook group, and one of the parts of the swap was a little snippets and collages. And then Doreen, the owner of the Facebook group, came up with these clips. And what they are is they're the old hairpins or clips that, my grandmother used to use them. And of course I didn't have any of these, but my crafty pal Irene, I call her Cupcake, hi Cupcake, she found these at an estate sale, and she sent me some, and I was so glad because these are so fun to make. They're easy to make. So let me show you what I've done. Here's the clip, and I've glued on the back of it a piece of canvas, a thin piece of canvas. You could use felt even. I put felt here underneath. You don't have to, but I did. And then on top of that, you just start adding snippets. And I just used things that I had laying around on my desk. And, little pieces that, I hadn't used. And like this flower. This little applique flower was on my desk. I have like a little bowl of stuff. And these pieces of leaves that were cut off from something that I had made. Here's a piece of lace. And I cut it in a flag shape, which, you don't need to do, but I thought it was cute. And stuck a little flat back flower pearl there. And I added a word, a Tim Holtz word, which is delight, and I just inked it up, and so that's my clip. And let me show you, they're great for like your junk journals. You can snip them on a page. They're good for your pocket planners, your things like that. Even if you're giving a gift, it would be cute, stuck on the bag. Hang on, let me grab a bag. Like here's a bag that I've got that I'm sending to someone. And I could close this bag if I didn't have this topper because it doesn't go with it. Well, maybe it does. I could close the bag just by putting that on it. And look how cute it is. I think they're adorable. And so Doreen started making these. She posted them. And then everybody started making them on the Facebook group because they're so much fun. And this one, I had some pink seam binding, a little snippet of cut off of, I don't know, some lace, some twine here. This is some bling. There's a piece of, just a little piece of cut up lace that I didn't use. And the word dreams, I inked it up with, oh, whatever the pink Tim Holtz color is there. I forget the name of it. So there's that one. Then there's this one. This one's a little bit thinner. And what I did was, I cut the piece of lace down into a point rather than a flag. You can see there. And this whole piece here, not the flowers, but this whole piece here was just a piece of, that I cut off from, I don't even know, applique. And it was just hanging on my desk. So took some seed beads and, you know, glued them in there and cut out a little Martha Stewart butterfly and put some little gems on it. Seam binding, which I'm the seam binding queen. I swear I love it. And then I had these 3 flowers. They're connected. I just stuck some seed beads in the center of that and my seam binding, of course. And then this one here, I have the flag again in the canvas. But then on top of that, I had glued down a piece of fabric, just a little piece of fabric, stuck some lace down the middle, stuck some lace this way, and then a little bit of seam binding, of course, and then another word, 2 little flowers that were cut off in applique, and then the word smile. And they're so adorable. So if you would go on to Ooh La La Vintage Treasures Facebook group, I think you would see a lot of those. And you would also see some of those, you would see some made on my friend Irene's YouTube channel, which is I have a hard time saying that, Lucia Casso. I think I said it right this time, Irene, I hope. I call her Cupcake, that's just why I wrote that there. Irene, and she does beautiful work. So visit her channel, and you will see, you know, her beautiful work, but you'll also see where she's made these snippet clips. In fact, here's one that Irene's made me. And it's all tattered up, and I love it. Love it. It's got the word love on it. Yeah. So, they're fun. And then, there's Doreen Rook, the owner of Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, and she sells beautiful kits. I have 2 here that I won't even touch the stuff yet because I have something in mind for them, and I can't use any of it on anything else because I love it so much, everything that's in it. I'm tending to hoard it, and I need not to, but... So those are my snippet clips that will be going into my embellishment box. And a few more things that I've made for the embellishment box. And with my seam binding, I have colored a bunch of my seam binding. And I just made little flowers, nothing special, but just little flowers that can be tucked in places. All these colors. And then I stuck some, you know, little seed beads or some flat back pearls and things like that. But look at these gorgeous colors. And so these will go in the embellishment box. And here's a purple. And these, and then I just stuck on the back of it a craft butterfly. Just because I always think that it'd be easier to glue this onto a project because it's got a backing to it. You don't have to. But when I knot things, when I sew it, I'm terrible. It leaves a mess because I double, triple, quadruple knot everything. So that's what I've done with that. And I have, when I do my seam binding, I use the Hug Snug, and it's just plain white. You know, you get quite a bit on this roll. And I've used lots of it. I've had that for a while. And what I've done is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 colors. You can't, this one came off. But these are all the colors that I colored them with. And not all of them are going into the embellishment box. But I would like to do a video sometime showing you how you can get all of these vibrant, beautiful colors very easily by doing it yourself, rather than going on to, you know, an Etsy store. I shouldn't say that because they, you know, they need to sell their things, but you can go on Etsy stores and you can buy pre-dyed seam binding. And I've done that, you know, and it can get expensive. So I said, the heck with it. I'll make my own colors. And I have a very easy way to do it. And I will eventually get time to do that video. I've been trying to get this embellishment box done because I've got to get it out in the mail. So I will be back with my embellishment box in just a few minutes. Well, I'm going to tape it in a few minutes. I don't know when I'll download it, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.